What is up, City on a Hill? As you know, Resurrection Sunday is coming, or as the pagans call it, Easter. I wanted to make you aware of a few things that are happening here on that weekend. April 2nd is Good Friday, April 4th, Resurrection Sunday. We've got services planned for each. Right now, you can see we're kind of in the Circle Drive, right in the front in between the Worship Center and the Kids Building. If you were here for Christmas Eve, when we did our Christmas Eve service, this is exactly where Good Friday service is going to be. It'll be a little more stripped down, more acoustic in nature for the time of worship. We will be taking the Lord's Supper as well. We'll have individually wrapped elements that you can come and safely pick up and take. We will not have childcare for this particular service, but it's outdoors, and so bring your kids. It's good for them to see their parents worshiping and God's people gathering. We are going to be meeting on Friday night, April 2nd at 7 p.m., okay? So normally our nights of worship are at 6:30, but because this is on a Friday, it's a work day for a lot of you. We wanted to give that extra time, buffer time to eat, do whatever you need to do before you get here. 7 p.m. on Good Friday. We hope that you will be here. This is not going to be live streamed, so again, we're outdoors. We're doing the things that we know are necessary to make you feel comfortable enough to come and gather with God's people. We hope that you will take advantage of that. Now, follow me, because we're going to go over to where Resurrection Sunday is going to be. Come on. Okay, so for the main event, Sunday, Resurrection Sunday, we are going to be out here, not over in the Circle Drive. This is the outdoor stage. We are doing some reinforcing right now to it. We're going to have LED panels up on the stage, a professional sound system. We have a professional sound engineer coming in. We're making this the best we can possibly make it. We're going all out for the Sunday that we as Christians have to celebrate higher than any other Sunday, Resurrection Sunday. If we're not the resurrection, we of all people are to be the most pitied, Paul says. And so really looking forward to this morning. We're going to have about 500 chairs out on the lawn. We highly encourage you, especially those of you with younger children, bring a blanket and put it out on the lawn. Kids are typically, as you know, better at running around and sitting on the ground than they are in chairs. And so take advantage of the space. We've got tons of it out here. If you are a little more worried about your health still, haven't gotten the vaccine, you can still safely distance out here. Even if you have something like a truck or a trailer, back it up into the parking lot and sit in your truck. Like, that's totally fine. It's gonna be loud out here. We're doing everything we can to make this to where anybody, regardless of what's going on in their lives, can be here. We're trying to take away all the excuses, in other words, legitimate excuses that you've had over the last year to come out, worship with God's people, and celebrate the thing that we hold to be the highest thing to celebrate, Jesus rising from the dead. Now, if you have kids, let me also say, we don't have childcare that morning, but we are gonna have a couple bounce houses out here. We're also gonna have a petting zoo, so that's gonna be a lot of fun for them as well. We're going to be hosting and witnessing somewhere around like 6 to 10 baptisms. We already have several people signed up. There are a couple more who are going through the process right now to get signed up. And so that leads me to say, if that's something you've been putting off and want to be baptized on a memorable morning, then comment or message us, and we will message you and get you into that process as well. There's still time for us to sit down, have that conversation, make sure that you're ready in the right frame of mind, and then we'd love to celebrate your baptism on that day as well. We're going to be talking about the Passover from Exodus. We were in Exodus not that long ago, James and I, and so we're coming back to that to talk about the Passover, the picture in the Old Testament of what is fulfilled in the New Testament with Jesus on the cross. And so, man, we're so excited. 10:30 a.m. right out here on the lawn, on the outdoor stage. Come out here, come worship with God's people, gather with God's people. But we're outdoors. A lot of people have started getting their vaccines. Let me just say that for all of the reasons mentioned, we are not live streaming this service. We're not doing it because it's going to take a little bit of extra money to do something that we would only probably do this one time. So it seems like an irresponsible use of God's money. And we're already pulling out all the stops to make it safe enough for you to be here in person. Take advantage. Don't sit at home. Don't neglect to gather with God's people. The scripture tells us that gathering together is so important. And so don't put this off. There's no reason not to. You're going to be outdoors. It's going to be safe. There's plenty of distance. Come worship with us. 10:30, Resurrection Sunday. We cannot wait to see you there.